have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since his majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon to read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, yet all this while in a most fast sleep.
A great retribution in nature to receive at once the benefits of sleep, and do the effects of watching. In the slumbery agitation besides her, walking with the actual performances. What, at any time, have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should.
Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech.
Oh, God.
Lo you, here she comes. This is her very gut. And upon my life, fast asleep, observe her, stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her. She has light by her, continually. 'Tis her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but her senses are shut.
What is it she does now? Look, she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her, to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue in this a quarter of an hour.
Yet, here's a spot.
Hark! She speaks! I will not sit down what comes from her, to satisfy my remembrance of the strongly more.
Out! Damned spots. Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do. Hell is murky. By my lord, by a soldier and a freard. What need we fear? Who knows it? When none can pull our power to account. Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The dawn of 5 had a wife! Where is she now? What will these hands be clean? No more that, my lord. No more, oh that. Your moral with the starting.
Go to. You have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not. I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here is the smell of the blood still. Oh, the perfumes of Arabia. Oh, not sweet in this little hand. Oh.
What a size there. The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well.
Pray God it be, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep, who have died wholly in their beds.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on graves.
Even so?
To bed. To bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed. To bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their death pills will discharge their secrets. More needs she divine than the physician. God forgive us all. Look after her. Remove her from her means of annoyance, and she still keeps her eyes upon her. So, good night. My mind she has maddened, and amazed my sight. I think, but do not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
English power is near, led on by Malcolm, his uncle Seward, and the good Macduff. Revenge burns in them, for their dear causes would not bleeding and the gain of alarm excite the mortified man.
Near Burnham Wood shall we well meet them. That way are they coming.
Who knows if Donalbain be with his brother?
For certain, sir, he is not. I have a file of all the gentry. There is Seward's son, and many unrough youths, and even now protest their first of manhood.
What does the tyrant?
Great Duncian, he strongly fortifies some say he's mad, others that lesser hate him. Do call it valiant fury, but for certain he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule.
Now does he feel his secret murder sticking on his hands? Now minutely revolts abrid his faith breach? Those he commands move only in command. Nothing in love. Now does he feel his title hang loose about him, like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief?
Who then shall blame his precious senses to recoil and start? When will that within does this condemn itself for being there?
Well, march we on, to give obedience where 'tis truly owed. Meet we the medicine of the sickly wheel, and with him pour we in our country's purge each drop of us.
Or so much as it needs, to do the sovereign flower and drown the weeds. Make we our march towards burning.
March!
Bring me no more reports, let them fly all, till Bremen woods remove to Daneson. I cannot taint with fear what the boy Malcolm, was he not born of a woman? The spirit that know all mortal sequence have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that bore of woman shall ever have power upon thee. Then fly, false Danes, and mingle with the English epixer. And the mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt nor shake with fear. The devil damn thee, black, thou cream-faced loon. Where art thou that geese look?
There is 10,000
Geese villains?
soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy face and overread thy fear, thou lily-livered boys. What soldier patched, dear of thy soul, whose lined cheeks of thin are counseled to fear? What soldiers wear face?
The English force, so please you.
Take thy face hence. Seaton, I am sick at heart, and when I behold Seaton, I say this push will cheer me ever. Oh, disseated me now. I have lived long enough. My way of life is fallen into the sere, the yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age, as our loved, obedient troops of friends, I must not look to have, but in their stead curses, not loud, but deep mouth honored breath, which the poor heart would fain deny and dare not. Sin!
What is your greatest pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which we reported.
I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Give me my armor.
'Tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on. Send out more horses, skirt the country yard, and hang those talk of fear. Give me mine armor. How goes your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick, coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
Curse her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind's disease, plucked from the memory a root sorrow, razz out the written troubles of the brain, and with sweet, obvious, abundant, clean the stuffed bosom of the peerless stuff which waits upon her heart?
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw phoenix to the dogs. I'll none of it. Come, put my armor on. Give me my staff. Seaton, send out. Doctor, the thane fly from me. Come, sir, dispatch. If thou couldn't, doctor, cast the water of my land. Find her disease, and purge it to a sound and distant health. I would applause thee to the very echo that should applause again. Pull off, I say, and regard Seaton of what previous drug should score these English hints. Hear it thou of them?
Aye, my good lord. Your royal preparation makes us hear something.
Bring it after me. I will not be afraid of death and ban till Brinson Forest come to Danshan.
Were I from Damson, away and clear, profit again should hardly draw me here.
Cousin, I hope the day are near at hand, that Chambers will be safe.
We doubted nothing.
Well, what is this before us?
But what of Burnham?
Let every soldier hew him down and brought and bear before him, whereby shall we shadow the numbers of our hosts and make discovery ere in the report of us.
It shall be done!
We learn no other, but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunson, and will endure our setting down before it.
'Tis his main hope, for where there is advantage is to be given. Both more and less have given him and revolt, and none serve with him but constrained things, whose heart and absence too.
Let our just censors attend the true event and put beyond industrious soldiership.
The time approaches that will with due decision make us know what we shall say we have and what we owe. Thoughts speculative that unsure hopes relate, but certain issue strokes must arbitrate, towards which advance the
March! Hang out our banners on the outward wall. The cry is still, they come! Our castle's strength will laugh a siege to scorn. Here, let them lie till famine and the arge eat them up. Where they're not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them dreadful, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What is that noise?
It is the cry of a woman, my good lord.
I have almost forgotten the taste of fear. The time has been, my sense would have cooled to hear a night shriek, and my fell of hair would a dismal trees arouse and stir as the life were in it. I have supposed full with honors, this near familiar to my slaughternous thoughts cannot once start me. Wherefore was that crying?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this pretty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded times, and all our yesterdays have lightened fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle, life's but a walk shadows, a poor player that struts and feats his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
Well, say it, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon, methought, the wood began to move.
Liar! And a slave!
Let me endure your wrath, if it be not so. Within this 3 mile may you see it coming. I say, a moving grove.
If thou speak false, upon the next tree shalt thou hang alive, till famine cling thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost for me as much. I'll pull in solution and begin to doubt the invocation of the finding that lies like truth. Fear not till Brigham Wood do come to disdain. And now a wood comes towards disdain, arm, and out. If this which the avalanche does appear, there is nor flying hence nor tearing here. I gain to be aweary of the sun, and wish the estate, oh, the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bell! Blow wind! Come rack! At least we'll die with hardness on our back. Now near enough, your levy screens through down and shows like those you are. You, worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, your right noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macduff and we shall take upon what else remains to do, according to our orders.
Fare you well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight, let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all our trumpets speak, give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear like I must fight the course. What's he? What was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear or none.
What is thy name?
Thou'lt be afraid to hear it?
No, though thou callest myself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorred tyrant. With thy sword I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
But sword I smile, weapons laugh to scorn, banished by a man that of a woman born.
That's where the noise is. Tyrant, show thy face. If thou'st been slain and with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. I cannot strike at wrenched kerns whose arms are hired to bear their staves, either thou Macbeth, or else my sword with an unbattered edge I sheath again undeed. There thou shouldst be. By this great clatter one of greatest note seems brooded. Let me find him. Fortune and more I beg not.
This way, my lord, the castle's gently rendered. The tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do bravely in the war. The day almost itself professes yours, and little is to do.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on my own sword? While I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellbound, turn.
Of all men else, I have avoided thee. Get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of Thane already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword, thou bloody-eared villain. Then terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labor, as ease mayest thou the entrenched air. With thy current sword impress as make me bleed, let fall thy blade and ballard press. I bear a chambered life which must not yield to one of a woman born.
Spare thy charge, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb. untimely ripped.
Accused be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowered my better part of man, and be these juggled friends no more believe that paddle with us in a double sense, that keeps the word of promise to our ear and break it to hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze all the time. We'll have thee as our rare monsters are, painted upon a pole and underwrit. Here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with a rabble curse, though Bremen woods be come to Danish, and thou oppose being of no woman born. Ugh. And I will try the last before my body. I throw my warlike shield, lie Macbeth, and demand be him that first cries, hold no. I would the friend we miss were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet by these I see so great a day as this is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son?
Your son, my lord, has paid the soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his powers confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died.
Then he is dead?
Ah, and brought off the field, your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end.
Had he his hurts before?
Ah, on the fronts.
Why then, God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have hairs, I would not wish them to a fairer death. And so his nail is gnawed.
He's worthy more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score, and so God be with him. Here comes newer comfort.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold, where stands the super's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutations in their minds, whose voice I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves, and make us even with you, my thane and kinsman. Henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honor named. What more to do which would be plated newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad that thread the snares of watchful trial, producing forth the cruel ministering of this dead butchered and his seed-like king, who, as his thought by self-invited hand, took off her life. This, and what needful else that calls upon us by the grace of grace, we will perform in measures, time, and place